You join us here live with a group of Man City fans celebrating that their team is now the greatest side Britain has ever seen.
Some people actually thought that they were better than the Invincibles. Hi guys, welcome back to Twif, the show where I take a look at this week's footballing events, news stories, controversies, and I look at the reaction to them online and I react to them myself. This is coming a day later than usual. I normally put it on Wednesdays, but yeah, I was quite busy. This week in football, Manchester City finally fucked up. They lost their Champions League tie to Liverpool over 2 games, 3 games in a row, with their United game in between, where they could have wrapped up the title. And I can't lie, as much as I hate Manchester United, this was fucking hilarious. City 2-0 up at half time, seemed to be cruising towards the title, and everyone seemed to write United off, mocking them. However, up stepped Paul Pogba with 2 goals himself, the winner coming from Mike Smalling, to completely spoil the City party. And yeah, City fans did not react well, and understandably.
Typical City, the return of typical City with absolute ferocity this week. It's been a very, 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 very painful week of football for Manchester City Football Club.
Last week it was Chelsea fans moaning unreasonably. This week it's Man City fans. Look, I can understand their frustrations. Obviously, they could have wrapped up the title against the bitter rivals. I can imagine that as an Arsenal fan against Tottenham. I'd be annoyed, but just fuck off. Seriously. You're still going to win the league. You've still got to the quarter-final of the Champions League. You've won the League Cup. You're by far the best team in England this season. And if you look how far you've come since fucking 1999 and 2000, you were in the second division. You were in what is now the Championship. And you're complaining. It's just, like, get some perspective about what your club is. You're a small club who have bought success under Sheikh Mansour. And yeah, it's just, it annoys me when they get this annoyed when they're like, oh, you're not a big club. And it's the same with Chelsea. It just fucking pisses me off. Anyway, on the other hand, you had United fans who were absolutely delirious.
Second half, man, this was the best match in my life. Absolutely the best match in my life.
Okay, there is no way you're from Manchester, you fucking glory hunter.
Say your name was, mate.
My name's Pete from Stockport.
Right, Pete from Stockport. Right, Pete, what are you going to do when you see United win the league next season?
I'm going to have the biggest laugh ever in here. I'm
Yeah, it's funny because it's not going to happen.
I'm laughing now. Can't take the smile off me. Can't take it. Look at it. I'm grinning.
Okay, mate, we fucking get it. You're grinning. You're shit. I'm an Arsenal fan.
United!
I am fucking petrified.
How was that second half so different to the first half? What was going on?
Well, I think the first half was just diabolical. Second half, I thought we got a kick up the backside.
Oh, great analysis. Get him on Sky or BT. He'd still be better than Michael Owen, to be fair to him.
But they should have outscored him. When they don't score, they hardly ever win, and that's their problem.
When they don't score, they hardly ever win. Have you ever heard of a fucking team winning that doesn't score? This guy's on the telly. When they don't score, they hardly ever win.
Other areas of the internet had a more creative reaction.
Now the greatest side Britain has ever seen.
That still makes me laugh.
Guys, you must be very proud. Your team is now better than Arsenal's Invincibles and the United treble-winning team's Invincibles and...
What is he doing? I'm sorry, look at this cunt.
Invincibles, and Guardiola is still the greatest City coach we've ever seen, though, surely. That cannot be argued with. That's pretty impressive. Yeah, I mean, he's finally talking some sense, boys, isn't he? Well, yeah, let me tell you. It turns out, actually, I'm just hearing now that Pep Guardiola has won the same in 2 seasons that Manuel Pellegrini won in 1 season, despite the fact Pellegrini spent £242 million less. Ouch.
Now that is true. Is Guardiola actually a fraud? Seems absurd to say that now, especially with the season they've had. They've been by far the best team in the Premier League. They've played a brilliant style of football, but at the end of the day, it looks like they're only going to win the Premier League and the League Cup. Pellegrini achieved that in 1 season, and this is Guardiola's 2nd season, and he has spent shitloads. That's the difference. He's spent so much money. I mean, he spent, what, 30 odd million on Danlo? Was it 24 million on a backup fullback? I mean, it's just ridiculous. So tell me in the comments, it might be an absurd thing today, say, but, you know, with the amount of money that they would spend, you'd expect them to do better in the Champions League and to win the Premier League quite comfortably, although they have played brilliant football. Anyway, elsewhere, Spurs, they appealed to get Harry Kane an extra goal in the race for the Golden Boot with Mo Salah, who has 29, and Harry Kane has 25, because it was supposedly grazed off his shoulder in a 2-1 win against Stoke. And if I was Eriksen, I'd be a bit pissed off. Yeah, I mean, it just seems a bit desperate and a bit petty to me. I mean, seriously, come on. Yeah, the internet had an interesting reaction. Harry Kane arrived at Spurs training today in a green jacket, claiming he'd won the Masters. I just asked Mo Salah if he saw the goal in the Real Madrid game. He said, which one? I said, it doesn't matter which one. They were both scored by Harry Kane. It was so funny. Gary Lineker said, Mandzukic goal now being given to Harry Kane. Breaking, Spurs appeal to UEFA for Ronaldo's penalty kick goal versus Juventus to be awarded to Harry Kane. Pele tweeted, I've scored 1,283 goals in my life. And someone replied, Harry Kane is about to claim them. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang on a hat-trick allows Alexandre Lacazette to take a penalty. Harry Kane appeals to the Premier League to take a wonderful goal away from Christian Eriksen. Which camp are you in? Salah scoring chips past Man City in the Champions League as if it's nothing, whilst Harry Kane is swearing on his own daughter's life and begging every pundit in the country to back him over a blatant Eriksen goal that he believes should be his. Levels. Salah himself tweeted, wow, really? I mean, I think they all have points. It's just a bit petty and a bit desperate from Harry Kane, but tell me what you think about that in the comments. Finally, this week, Roma produced one of the most outstanding, impressive comebacks of all time. They're going into the second leg of the Champions League quarter-final tie against Barcelona, 4-1 down, managed to turn it around, 3-0 win. Insane comeback. And understandably, the Roma players were jubilant and their celebrations were pretty mad in their dressing room. However, it wasn't just the Roma players that had quite excessive celebrations. The chairman, James Pallotta or something, decided to jump in a fountain with a load of fans. He's now involved in a huge legal scandal over the case. I mean, what? Imagine Stan Kroenke doing that, jumping into a fountain after Arsenal had won a game. I can't really imagine it, actually. He doesn't give a fuck about the club. Anyway, that is the gist of it for this week. If you did enjoy the video, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Yeah, what a weird week. Quite a fundamental week in the season. Man City fall apart a bit. Terrible week for them. Finally see them crack under Guardiola, under Pep, and Roma went through some crazy Champions League games, and Liverpool went through in the Champions League semi-final, and Spurs got a goal given to Harry Kane. But yeah, that was it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you probably tonight with the CSKA Moscow Arsenal review. Thanks.
Get out,